Evening, America, and welcome to New November Presents its inaugural episode of Sip on This. It's a show where we're going to be spilling the tea, drinking the yak. Look. We're going to be breaking down current events and pop culture. Right now, man, it's going crazy in the streets. What's popping on the tube, what's popping on the gram, what's popping on is the Squid Games. The Squid Games is taking over the world. Everybody's talking about it. If you're not familiar, it's a show on Netflix. I'm not going to get too in depth for those who haven't seen it yet, but what the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, people are so, as human beings, we are so enamored with the possibility of getting rich doing anything, any and everything. And I would say this about the Squid Games. In that series, you see exactly what lengths people will go to achieve that goal. And me and my lady, all right, we finished it in the course of a day. We just sat on the couch and did that. And I'm gonna say this: it is as advertised. It is a great watch. It is something you could definitely binge. It is something. It's something you're happy that you didn't have to wait till next week and next week and next week to see the next episode type shit. You know what I mean? It's one of them things where you're like, damn, this is like, why am I still watching? Hell yeah, I'm still watching the bitch just, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. And it's a hell of a show. It's a hell of a show. It was written by, I don't know, some Asian dude, but look, the joint was fire. It was fire. Congrats to your boy. He did that shit. I heard Netflix nobody was even trying to pick it up at first. Nobody even wanted to pick up the show for nigga said he was sitting on the joint for 10 years. God damn, 10 years? Sitting on that beauty for 10 years until Netflix finally gave it the okay. But definitely a show you should check out. Definitely something that I mean, if you had the chance, you know how you play that game when you were a kid and you like, all right, what would you do? Would you do this for this amount of money, or would you not do that for that amount of money, or would you not do it at all? It's one of those. It's something like that. It's something like, what would you do for X amount of money? You know what I mean? And that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But in other news, I don't know if y'all heard about this. The photographer of a wedding decided he was going to delete the photos, all the joints. He was delete all that shit. He was going to delete all of the photos that he took at the wedding because he was denied food. He was denied. Let's just look. So, in researching a little bit deeper, he knew that the photographer knew the guy whose wedding he was at on a personal level, right? When the photographer got done taking his pictures or halfway through or whatever and decided he wanted to take a lunch break, he asked his mans, yo, can I get a plate of what y'all eating over there? Do I smell what I smell? Is that the macaroni and cheese? Is that the, you know what I'm saying? He wanted in on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think cuz asked for a slice of the cake. He just wanted in on the food in the festivity. And when told, this is the killer. When I don't even call it his mans, because I don't know if it's his mans like that, but when cuz asked him, the photographer asked cuz, he said, yo, let me get a plate, you know what I'm saying? Nigga said no. Nigga just said, no, we don't have a table for you. We don't got nowhere for you to sit. We don't got this. We don't got that. Nigga, what? So you mean to tell me I'm taking up thousands of motherfucking pictures of you and your loved ones and her loved ones and their siblings and your cousins, aunties, niece on the uncle side, and then you got the nerve to tell me I can't even get a hot plate? I can't even get one hot in a cot? That's crazy. That's absolutely egregious. And if I was the photographer, I spoke to a friend of mine who is a photographer, right? Because I wanted to know, am I bugging by saying I would have deleted the pictures too if I was him? And the answer was absolutely the fuck not. I was not bugging, and neither is he. It is. All right. The photographer charged the man $250, right? To capture one of the most important moments of your entire life. When most photographers are out here charging upwards to $2,000 for that same, you know what I'm saying? You can't find him some food? You mean to tell me everybody showed up? Not one person was like, nah, I can't make it cause couldn't RSVP, and you had to, you couldn't give him that plate? Absolutely fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. And winter photography, man, when I hire you to take pictures at my wedding, bro, please believe, cause you are getting a plate. That's absolutely crazy. Now, in heavier news, right? Dave Chappelle came out recently with a stand-up special on Netflix called The Closer. Okay? Where he, again, without trying to get into too much, because, I want you to go check that shit out for yourself for sure. But he wants to exonerate the baby. And for those who are unfamiliar, the baby has said some things about the LGBTQ community recently that got him taken off of a lot of shows, you know what I'm saying? Really fucked up his bag, and some might say it should have, right? But Dave Chappelle, being that he also in the past has had his issues with that same community, decided he wanted to come to a better understanding with them. Now, Dave Chappelle is a comedian. For those who are unfamiliar, he's a comedian. He tells jokes. That shit gotta be funny. If it's not funny, then we don't really want to see it. Most times. All right? But what Dave Chappelle was trying to say in a nutshell is that the black community is jealous and is envious of the gay community and the gay rights movement. And I 110% agree. Because if I can say, nigga, 1,827 times on this platform, and I won't get so much as a strike. Not one time. But if I say faggot, man, this shit gets taken down damn near immediately. And I'm not saying it shouldn't. And I'm not saying if you say nigga, it shouldn't get taken down either. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to, for upwards towards shit now like 600 years, black people have been oppressed in the United States of America. I don't know how long exactly gay people have been oppressed in the United States of America, but it is extremely frustrating that if you have video camera evidence in this country of a cop kneeling on a man's neck saying he can't breathe, that we have to have such a long out exonerated trial. Or if you get video camera evidence of cops beating a man, 12 cops beating a man damn near to death with their nightsticks, and they get acquitted, something like that, right? Or when cops raid a black woman's home and kill her in her sleep, they have a long drawn out trial. It's something that has to be said. It's something that has to be done about this, or they get acquitted. My thing, and I believe Dave Chappelle's thing as well, I haven't spoken to him, but our thing is that when you say anything about that community, it's over for you. It's a wrap for you. You're done. Your family's done. Don't let me hear from you again. You better not ever again do nothing ever, nigga. Go die. That is how it happens to people who persecute those in the gay community, or do them wrong or anything. And I'm not saying it shouldn't be like that. I'm not saying that at all. But what about us? What about blacks, just period? And And there's gonna be a lot of people out there that don't get it, and they don't get me, and they're not gonna get Dave, and they don't give a fuck what I'm saying, or want me to be canceled too. But I believe those people thought hard and deep about it, and really cared or tried to understand where me or Dave was coming from, they would not feel that way. They couldn't, unless they're racist. With that being said, man, thank y'all for sitting in and listening to me, man. I hope y'all was drinking your drink, smoking your smoke, eating your food, whatever you was doing while listening to this, man. Thank you for listening to